All right, it is time for day 8 of our War Machine Gaige. So we have a new patch, and I was specifically told to run the mod, open Arid Nexus Badlands, run the mod again, save quit, and then re-enter the map. And I just opened my inventory because I was going to do our intro ramble, but we look like this now. Does this persist through maps, or is this only in this map? Oh, it's a curse. Oh, okay, this is what we look like today, I guess. That sucks so much. On the bright side, though, there are other changes, a lot more changes to go ahead and go over here. So, the sliding has a thing where whenever you slide, you can have a grenade get thrown, which I don't want that, so I'm totally going to disable that. Because that's just on crouch throw nade, which feels weird. Sliding. Slide no nade. Okay, cool. Now, for some other changes that have happened to Gaige, further tuned down Buck Up flashbanging the screen, so hopefully Buck Up will not just like annihilate our eyes like it normally does. Reworked 1-2 boom level 2 thanks to our stream. Realized the biggest flaw of the design, the instant dot damage made electrical burn, shockstorm, and outburst scale way too much. Okay, we'll see if that's true. I'm gonna throw a grenade at a raid boss here soon just to find out. Increased shock storm cooldown to 5 seconds. Okay. Reduced shock storm visual effect. Thank goodness. And rebalanced Android expansion level 2, DT health from 300 to 200%, and his melee penalty from 70% to 55%. And rebalanced DT's health for all playthroughs. Okay. Gaige comms, reworked Legendary Anarchist, Catalyst, and Stormbringer. All details will be displayed on the comms themselves or on 1-2 Boom's description. Added a new effect to Roboteer Comm Anarchy. Each Anarchy stack now also increases DT's corrosive damage by 0.2%, thus improving his Robot Rampage attack even more. Okay, so the spinny attack that does corrosive, that will be further buffed per Anarchy stack, so that's cool. We have a laser weapon stack card to change. We adjusted Roscoe's damage height so that he won't just stand there and stomp and not hit the player from a mile away. They've further improved his AI to not just stomp and miss you from a mile away once again. Tuned down shock dot damage. The new numbers are going from 320 on flesh, which 320 on flesh, and 360 on shield, down all the way to 180 on flesh and 200 on shield. Yeah. Okay. So I immediately want to go ahead and just run into Pete, throw stuff at him, but I guess we got some reading to do on our comms first. So, Catalyst, this does not visually display any different. Let me go ahead and look at that. That's normal, that's normal, that's normal, so it must just be 1-2 boom. So, Death Trap ability. Death Trap grants a new sequence of attack move. Yep, that normal stuff. Level 2, entire team's elemental effect will now last forever. Slag will not be affected. Level 3, your entire team's slag dot will now have a longer duration on enemy, further improving DT's heavy melee attack utility. Additionally, improves all DT ability damage. Okay, so instead of having instant just melt dots, we will have permanently lasting dots. But we also have this kill skill here, which makes it to where all of our dot effects are just applied instantly for a split second. Do these do what I think they'll do? I guess we'll find out. Now, the Stormbringer has been changed to have +1 to 1-2 boom, so that you can get that permanent effect bonus on it. You can have all of your shock skills over here. So basically, this one plus this might actually be our applied dot, trigger Evil Enchantress, maybe do Giga Chunk for a second. We'll just have to see how that feels. I hope it's as good as it sounds. I guess we'll find out. And then for our Legendary Anarchist, we've got no description. So the Legendary Anarchist does not outright say what it does. So I'm a little bit confused about that, but we'll worry about that later. For now, I want to put on a Stormbringer. I want to put down some Stormfronts on Pete, and then I want to get a kill skill and see what happens to him. Okay, so first off, I guess we have to consider what has the highest dot potential in our build. This is 43k, this is 102k. So this one almost, I wish. Dang, that would be really funny with the Grog, because the Grog does have a high potential slag damage tick on it. But it looks like our nade is still the move, so let's throw a couple at him. They're still really strong. I do wonder if they are just infinite, like they're supposed to be. Let me get up here. Okay, yeah, it's ticking him. Still ticking him. Alright, cool. I'm gonna let him do... Actually, I'll go ahead and break his shield with a stock grenade. Let's go ahead and strip his shield so he does his Nova already. Not die to that. There we go. And now let's trigger our kill skill and just see what happens. Well, he's not instantly dead, so that's totally fair. Let's see. What if I do put on the Catalyst and then just shoot him with Grog? Because Grog does have an RNG dot on it. It's not always guaranteed to be its max dot potential. But there is a chance I can just put a stupid big dot on him. Yeah, that works. Okay. Well, interesting enough, I guess. I'm not really too worried about the gameplay changes. This still feels totally fine and totally reasonable. The Legendary Catalyst might not have as much use for me now, since I do think that those infinite dots are funnier, and I did want to go ahead and have a purpose for a lot of these shock skills that we have. So I am totally down to just run a Stormbringer today, even though the Catalyst definitely has a very good place right now, I think. Having that infinite dot duration, or other way around, having the slag stuff is really, really cool. So I'm totally down with that. And yeah, I guess we'll run Stormbringer into Lilith DLC. Also, if I had to guess, I think that the Legendary Anarchist probably just spawns more child grenades like it was supposed to before. Let's take the O negative as a test. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. So that was 9 child nades on a ×7. So I'm guessing that, yeah, the Anarchist might just be a weird nade thing now, which is kind of funny. It also buffs IO, which is also pretty funny. So, sure. That could be interesting. Apply the infinite dot to every enemy. That's not the right grenade. Yeah. Okay, so that kind of works out. Pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and just kind of... Oop. Not actually kill that. But yeah, I mean, this still works. This is still totally fine. Well, I guess now we can just apply dots to enemies and just run along, because we know that eventually it'll tick them out. And our dots are still really, really strong. It's not like we really are missing out on any damage or anything. It's just been reworked, which is totally fine. I do kind of want to also use the Anarchist and the Shako negative, though. Just because I know we can build up some stacks and then throw out some high pellet count nades. I need to find grenades, though, which are weirdly rare to find in this mod outside of vendors. So that might take a second. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely more child nades. Oh, wait a minute. If I just make DT purple, then that means that he will just constantly apply long-lasting slag dots, which are usually higher damage in this mod too. 290 miles an hour? We've been kind of curious about what our max potential top speed is, and I think, honestly, I kind of want to go to the dust real quick and find out. Because theoretically, it could be effectively infinite. So let's actually kind of just go do that for the funny. Alright. Hello, Frodo, how you doing? Okay. So, the average player sprints at about 13 miles an hour. A barrel technical can boost at about 105 miles an hour. How fast can I go? Is there a cap? Oh, I hit a slope. 400, 500, 600, 700, and I'm dead. A new world record. Gotta do it since we're here. That was a little too fast. Ooh, dot resistance. Neat. Okay, so Blood-Soaked Shields has been changed again. Right now, it is an action skill augment that has nothing to do with your action skill once again. Just want to put that out there. Might want to just get rid of that text. But dealing damage to an enemy will overcharge your bullets, increasing your weapon damage by 1% per anarchy stack for a short amount of time. However, you lose a portion of your health and shield. I don't know if there's a world where I'd ever want to spec this. I mean, it would theoretically be a lot more damage, but like that just sounds way too risky. But I just want to point out this exists as a skill. Probably won't use it though. That poor man was just hanging out. I'm sorry. Oh, sweet. And we get our extra speed while in Fight for Your Life because of the slide. I would also like to point out, this is level 2 Death Trap, so this is the tankier trap. And he's almost dead, actually. So that also means he could theoretically do way more Slag Dot with this build too, if I had him as a level 1. That's interesting. I found it. The quotation mark shield. Instead of an apostrophe, they put a quotation mark up there for some reason. That is all. I have nothing else to add besides that. Alright, for Uranus, I'm going to put on our Anarchist with a Meteor Shower. Just to kind of see how that might go. We could use literally double the Anarchy stacks, though, for this build, since it does get buffed by Pre-Shrunk. Or since it does buff Pre-Shrunk, rather. but maybe 200 will feel good. Alright, first off, you go distract. I'm gonna go sneak around the side. And just kinda... That was pretty good. There we go. There it is. The electric chair with a slightly higher dot. Slightly higher dot. Another thing that will be interesting is this does have that initial big burst of damage that it deals too. And I also wonder if the child count of this is affected by the anarchist. Now that looks pretty normal. Still a fun idea though. Surprise. Yeah, that's the electric chair. Okay. I'm looking forward to using this against Cassius and maybe Hector, if it works. Alright. Cassius. Get electric chaired. The base impact of the electric chair is so strong, and I think we buff shock by so much that in a lot of situations, it's probably just gonna do that. Alright. Hi, Hector. Catch. Good job. I need to get away from these. Those are gonna suck if they blow up on us. Alright, cool. We're good. Now, if that happens to Hatterax, then that'll be really funny. I doubt it, but I really hope it does. Alright. So, I don't have a great plan for this guy, but I have a plan. That was not a part of the plan. Okay, Hatterax might need a health buff. Or this might need a big nerf. I don't know. Let's go fight another raid boss and find out. Huh? Oh, hey. The easy mode. Alright. So, it's a Nova Shield. It does easy mode stuff. Oh, hey. A level 80 Whiskey Tango. That's kind of neat. Honestly, using this... Well, hold on. Never mind. Big Boom Blaster is still probably the move, but using that is a nice idea as well. So, very cool. Alright. Hey, buddy. Stop moving. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. I think it's safe to say Hatterax might have just been a little too squishy. It's still really funny, though. Okay. We did just get a Crossfire. So, Crossfire plus Catalyst? For the fun of it, just to see what it'll do to a guy. Heat's a little small. Let's go to Terra. Alright. Introduction to purple. You know, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely more than that. I guess at the very least you could probably just hang out and face check the boss until you win. Yeah. You could just do this if you wanted to. I do like that the Catalyst does have a little more of like a little bit of a vampire feel to it. Just because, you know, you do apply slag for longer and get more healing out of it. But yeah, that really is just how that is. Let's throw on Stormbringer. Let's put on an electric chair again. Okay. See, here's a raid boss that doesn't care about shock. Okay. I think we've probably seen enough. Let's just go ahead and put this stuff on. Wait respectfully. Oh wow, that didn't actually do much. Just slide around the arena and get a kill every once in a while for ammo. I mean, you could theoretically do this without abusing the slide as well, of course. Because, you know, you just need to get kills to get more ammo for the sniper. But it's kind of funny. And that's a GG. That has to be. Unless we suddenly get a couple more tentacles to work with. Yeah, no, that's it. Okay. Well, now we know. We are not actually just insanely OP in all situations. Alright. Now we're gonna take our fun little electric chair Stormbringer build into DigiPeak. Kind of just because why not? We have time. We don't have a whole lot else to do today either. And then probably next time will be our OP10 like build testing. I need to stand in a spot where these aren't going to blow up. That's the biggest threat to us. Okay. OP1. Binary. That's a good start. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, this is fine. Alright. Well, hopefully we got a storm, because I think that would be really funny to mess with. Unfortunately, Insta-Dot doesn't exist anymore, so it won't be as funny. Hey, we actually do have one. Alright, cool. So, pretty decent shock dot on it. Still only, actually, really decent shock dot on that. Okay. Well, there we go. A little bit of an upgrade. I have a stupid idea. Yeah, that went about how I expected. Oh, we got top turret off. It is a little bit weird because it is sort of just a fire and forget. Like, we never have to reapply a shock dot again. That is just the shock dot that's going to be on him. And so anything from there is just like impact damage. So maybe I almost do just want to run the catalyst again. Just to get Death Trap buffed up a little bit, and then I can just keep reapplying our shock anyway. I don't know. We'll see. And there we go. Okay, cool. OP10. Feels good. So, ooh, saw bar. Flamethrower? Wait a minute. Oh. I see. That is very visually distinct. Alright, so we're OP10. We don't have a whole lot of time left. So I guess we'll probably just go gear up for the rest of the day. We can immediately just go buy a new infection. Just, you know, due to the fact that it's from a vendor. So that's going to feel super nice for us. 78. I will take a 78,000 dot. Oh, so, yeah. No, it is. Okay. Well, cool. We got this. We could go get an electric chair. Oh, he's kind of actually getting bullied pretty well. Okay. Do I not have health gate? Wait. No, I must. Hold on. I feel like I'm definitely not getting health gate when I'm supposed to. I'm confused. Melee trap, go. Yeah, melee trap. I forgot about the fact that we can just throw on a Roboteer and let DT do the talking if we really need to. That paired with some random Roid Shield is going to do just fine for now. The only thing I'm missing from a melee build would be with claws. But what if I don't actually want to spec with claws? That's actually kind of just good by itself. We'll have to think about what we want to do for our build for DT. Alright, we're doing it. We're going to spec a melee build for a little while. I'm even going to put on a Might of the Seraphs, even though it's additive damage and not multiplicative, so it does like nothing for us now. So, decent melee shield, Roboteer, Might of the Seraphs, Pokey Stick. Make them green, deal damage hopefully. And of course, we're not going to deal our optimal damage outright, because we do want Anarchy stacks to be able to really like get the ball rolling. But even just for hanging out and farming here, not bad damage. Alright, let's see. So, yep, just make him make him green, actually. Yeah. Not bad. Those dots are being kind of brutal, though, and lasting through all of our everything. Those dots are not They're just chewing straight through. They're like not caring about a health gate or anything. That's kind of very concerning for late game, but okay. Interesting. I'll just say interesting for now. So clearly we're going to need to do a little bit more farming to really get all the equipment we want for OP10. We want to test out a shock build, general dot build, a anarchy build, a grenade build. The heavy hitter exists, but like the anarchist or the Terra's combo pack will do better. And then the robo tier will be both our melee and our death trap build. So we'll really just kind of have to see how that goes. I'm going to want a better melee shield. We're going to want better pretty much everything that exists. So yeah, next time we'll be farming up and testing out some builds. That's pretty much it. So day 8.